Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of The Oval, Season 2, Episode 10. If you were new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you one of my peoples, welcome back. Yeah, I was side-eyeing a lot of people on this episode, and I find myself in my head trying to, okay, this makes sense. But I should not be writing the script over my head for things to make sense. I apologize. Our smoke detector's out, and my husband is going out to get a battery now. So if y'all hear that beeping in the background, I do apologize, because that'd be irking my nerves too when people's smoke detectors just be beeping in the background. Like, child, go get that battery replaced. Take it out of the socket for temporarily and put it back up. Thank you. But anyways, this first little scene, y'all. Child, Frida over here talking about she wants to be left out of this sick game that Richard is playing. I was like, so, you been throwing in there, Richard. You been sniffing around Richard for years. Now you don't want to be put in the middle. You don't want to be part of this sick game he's playing. I'm like, ma'am, you are on an actual date with him in a restaurant. This isn't one of those let's meet up for coffee after work is, co-worker type of situation. You went home, showered, I'm assuming, put on your best good perfume and your nicest outfit and a pair of pumps and went to a restaurant with this man. But now you don't want to be put in the middle. You have too much respect for him. I'm like, what is it, Miss? What is it, Frida? Is it that you want to throw it at him, you sniffing around him, or you want him to go home and work it out with his wife? Can you explain these things to me? Nancy, you over here, you protecting the man you cheated with more than you are protecting your husband. Your husband just want to know the simple truth. You the one been lying for the past 25 years, got pregnant, gave a baby to your sister, and been paying your sister off for the past 25 years. I believe this man owes, who you got pregnant by. Or is it a situation that you was, sexually assaulted, and that's how Piggy came into this world? If that is it, I can understand you not want to tell Rich because you don't want Rich to go over and, do something to this person. But the way you were saying things is, you daggone and you slipped up and you got pregnant. But you so focused on keeping this man's secret who you cheated with that you are worried about Richard's feelings. Moving over to doggone Kyle's house. Fight scene between Kyle and Max. Bobby and his beard come break it up before doggone Kyle shoots Max. I'm like, at this point, I would not be upset. Because Kyle, he has done entirely too much. So, yeah, I mean, he did, take out New Yuma and, almost took out Max if Max hadn't been wearing extra bulletproof vest type situation. But my thing is, Max, you got shot and was in the hospital. You got shot, had surgery, and was in the hospital. Why are you out here fighting folks? And why are you out here fighting folks without, covering up your face so he won't know who it was? Because old dude who work at the pharmacy now, he clearly was able to identify you. And why are we telling our whole business while Kyle is potentially awake right there? We don't know if he was awake or unconscious. He's talking about this has more to do with Lily. I know you could ruin the plan. I'm like, y'all basically doing a whole villain speech right here of what y'all doing and where y'all gonna do it and who was all gonna be involved. I'm like, sirs, I'm gonna need y'all to stop. Kyle comes to, and he's also nonchalant about it. Dude from the doggone pharmacist is like, you know what, it's time for me to leave. For whatever reason, Kyle has his badge and his service gun in the bathroom with a picture of Max. I was like, why, if of all places, do you keep your gun? And a picture of Max in the bathroom. And in my mind, I was like, his bathroom does not reflect what the outside of the building looks like. And I was like, okay, this is DC. This is probably like an old warehouse or an old factory that they've turned into condos. And I was like, okay, that makes sense to me. But what did not make sense, and I guess we had to do this because we were in the bathroom scene, is him having his gun and a doggone one of the drawers in the bathroom with the picture of Max. That just did not make sense at all. Sam got to get Victoria together, off the record about her coming on to him in front of Priscilla and how that made Priscilla feel like, baby, if you was trying to get with me, doing that to Priscilla is not the way of going about it, okay? And you was over trying to seduce me. She was like he was like, you know what I'm talking about. She just want to feel attractive because, Hunter about not here sleeping with anything that got a skirt on. She just want to feel attracted. I was like, you don't love him, so why do you care? This is a relationship, a business relationship at this point. Y'all had a little fun in college. You got pregnant, had a shotgun marriage. He was doing his thing, and I'm assuming that you was out here doing your thing. I mean, just because y'all married, you shouldn't feel some type of way because he ain't trying to sleep with you. Because it seems like you don't want to sleep with him either. So, Daikon from not Shameless, what's called Ruthless, contacts Barry about information on Callie. I stopped watching Ruthless, I think the end of season 1, because, like I've said in past, the Oval reviews, the timeline of things were not making sense, and my brain was trying to make it make sense, and I was not trying to do that because, like I said before, Ruthless, the Oval and Ruthless, they are going in the same time. If it's like, it's 9:26 a.m. right now. If on the Oval it's 9:26 a.m., on Ruthless it is 9:26 a.m. on April 21st, 2021. Same timeline. So how is it on the Oval? What's his name? Tally, I believe that's her name, I could be wrong, kills herself on the Oval. But on Ruthless, she's still alive. Now, maybe they explained some more things on Ruthless, but I was like, that don't make no sense. It's because the Oval was like almost halfway into the season, and then Tyler Perry threw out Ruthless, and the timelines wasn't making sense. I was very confused, and when I'm watching shows, I don't want to be confused about what's going on. I just want things to make sense. But whatever reason, Daikon, he talking about he is no longer in the code. Now, I cannot confirm or deny that because I don't watch Ruthless anymore. Y'all, I think one or two people, and I'm going to say y'all, like a lot of people be watching my videos like that. I do appreciate the people who do. Said that it makes more, I guess it would make more sense if I watched Ruthless. But anyways, he said he no longer in the code. And he knows she's there because he done seen her with Ruth. Now, either Barry was lying or Tyler Perry forgot that Ruth is alive and that Barry seen Ruth and he got arrested behind Ruth when he kidnapped her. Because he's like, Ruth is dead. Ruth is dead. He's like, no, that was another girl who lived somewhere else. She looked like Ruth. We tattooed the Ruth name on her. That was not Ruth. But I'm like, a few episodes ago you got arrested because you kidnapped Ruth and took her to the police station. Did you forget that? Are you lying to them, or this is a mix-up with Tyler Perry? It could be a combination of all. We never know with Barry. So, y'all let me know. Is Daikon still in the cult or not? Because he go throwing a bag at Barry like, this your daughter. He's like, I ain't opening that. I was like, I would hope that ain't the doggone child in a duffel bag that you didn't just throw on the ground like that. Priscilla, okay, that part of him throwing her on the ground, that had not happened yet. I do apologize. I'm getting ahead of myself. Sam finally gets home, and Priscilla tells Sam that Jean is dead and that the boyfriend is dead too. So Jean, she been missing for these few days. She tells him how the boyfriend went to go check on her, and her place was ransacked. And when he got home, Jean was dead in his bed. And when she got there, they was both dead. Now, we already know they planned this out to be a murder-suicide. I already knew when her house was ransacked that they was going to put it on the boyfriend. Matter of fact, as soon as we saw the boyfriend, I knew they was going to put it on the boyfriend. But somebody commented, and I cannot remember who it is. I'm going to try to go in there. Commented, who knew about Jean's boyfriend to, pin this on him? Let me see. Okay. Okay, it's not showing me my comments. I hate when it does that. Okay, it was Badu, Badu, said, who in the White House knew anything about her boyfriend? That's a good question, because, I mean, they said that the older maid knew. Wait a minute. Somebody said that, wasn't it? I think the older maid or somebody or Frida or somebody in the White House said that she was having trouble with her boyfriend. So maybe it was like word of mouth at the White House. But Priscilla already know Creepy Jason had something to do with it. I know he had something to do with it. Wait a minute. Yeah, that he had something to do with it, and they gonna pin it on the boyfriend. Sam was like, he admits that something is off about the timesheet. And I'm like, yeah, you can't cover it. I mean, granted, they are the White House. They can do a lot of things. But I was like, there's so much you got to do. I've never been to the White House. But in my mind, I'm assuming that before you get to the White House, you got to get to a security checkpoint. You got to have your ID on you. They have to look at you and your ID. They have to scan both. Do several things to get in. And I'm assuming that goes the same for leaving the White House. So somebody had to have seen Jean leave the White House. Unless they're going to be like, oh, well, Kyle told me to go on a break and he saw her leave type of situation. But, I'm just like, and like this whole business about she went upstairs. We've seen a video of her going upstairs and her never coming back downstairs. How can we explain that? You mean to tell me that all these people in her neighborhood and in Greg's neighborhood didn't notice somebody who was usually not there around? Because when I tell you, when I was in Georgia, I was walking, getting my grandma's house on a nice, warm day so she can get nice sunny days so she can get out and get some fresh air. It was people like, hey, how y'all, where y'all live at? They was like, I ain't never seen you before. You new here type of situation. It wasn't, no, what y'all doing here? You need to leave type of situation. It was like, my name is such and such. I haven't seen y'all before, so how y'all doing? Stuff like that. You would notice if it's somebody in your neighborhood that is usually not there. You would know some things. And sure enough, on the news come on saying that a witness heard arguing and gunshots and Greg saying, I killed the love of my life. That don't even sound right. To me at least. But okay, people, they gonna go with what the news say, and then it's gonna get, basically telephone. Yeah, they said that boyfriend did it. Yeah, girl, well, I heard he was abusive to her. I heard he had a record. It's all gonna fall into place. But she mad like, where you been? He's like, I was at the White House. So, when I needed you, you was at the doggone White House with her. You know what, Sam? Get it out my face right now. Get it out my face. Moving over to Creepy Jason. He goes to whose name still escapes me. Donald's assistant. It's like, hey, how you doing? I like to follow my father around the White House. He in there hunting on that new press secretary. What? Yeah, he's in there hunting on the press secretary. I heard them. I have a key. You want to go look? It was so creepy. And dude was like, yeah. So he goes in and sees new press secretary and the president in the throes of passion. So now you really can't say, oh, you making things up. But, I mean, I thought they broke up because he, slammed her against the wall. I could be wrong. But, now you really can't say that you ain't sleeping with the president. When he's seen with his own two eyes, you sleeping with the president. Boy, so you need to worry about that doggone boyfriend and need to be worried about doggone the creepy Jason. Because last person that was sleeping with the president, you seen what happened to her. Mm-hmm. You better look out. Last, like I said, Barry meets up with Daikon, and Daikon was like, here's your daughter, like a duffel bag. And I'm like, I would hope that Callie is not in that duffel bag. And that you just threw it on the ground like that. But I'm like, are they going to kidnap Barry? Because Barry's over here making too much of a fuss and bringing too much attention to the Rakadushi. I don't know. They'll mess around and get him over there and he can convert his tails. Y'all, that was the just. Hold on. Did I miss Priscilla going over to Greg's house and finding them two? Was I taking my notes at the time? Because I don't remember that happening. I remember seeing it in the previews, but I don't remember her actually going over to his house and seeing them two. I just seen her at the house. And secondly, why didn't you stay there and call the police? Why did you see this? Them two going on to glory. Go home and have you a good old cry session and not call the police. You shouldn't even call the police yet. You should have been doing that when you see these two when you see that they was on going on to glory. Y'all, anyway, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on so my beautiful face puts up a video. You can click on it, you can like it, and share it with your people, and you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, oh, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. And tell your people, tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.